We're going to go back to my personal testimony where I got saved in an alley in the presence of Michael the Archangel. I do not care what anyone thinks about it, because now the record will speak for itself. Now that everything's been delivered, it all will make complete sense, everything I said in that alley. After I was saved, Michael first told me, "Pray with me, my brother." Then we prayed in the name of Jesus Christ, our Father who art in heaven. We prayed the Our Father. Water and light came down on me. I was instantaneously filled with life and light. I was born again. I was a new creation. When I got saved, I was full of light. Light was coming out of my body. I could feel it. Energy was going through me. It was nothing I had ever experienced. And then immediately Michael looked at me and he said, "Now you pray a Hail Mary." I looked at him confused, like, why? I knew it was wrong now. Inherently, I knew it was wrong. And I looked at him like, why? And he nodded his head and said, "You pray a Hail Mary." He even stepped away from me. He got some distance away from me. And then as I started praying the prayer, life and light and energy started leaving my body. Can you see that the energy that's coming off the tongue of the dead sheep, here's the energy, the life energy, the breath comes out of the mouth, and this sheep has died, so all its breath has been given away or taken. The breath has been taken. When he told me to pray the Hail Mary, I knew it was wrong inherently. And as I prayed the prayer, life and light and energy, breath left my body. Now you know why he told me to pray the Hail Mary. To show me where death came from. There's a really good picture Clay has in here of the Virgin. Clay will put in an image of the Virgin right now that shows you death. Praying to the Virgin is the death of the sheep. It steals your breath.
Thus saith God the Lord, He that created the heavens and stretched them out, He that spread forth the earth, and that which cometh out of it, He that giveth breath unto the people upon it, and spirit to them that walk therein. I the Lord have called thee in righteousness, and will hold thine hand, and will keep thee, and give thee for a covenant of the people, for a light of the Gentiles, to open the blind eyes, to bring out the prisoners from the prison, and them that sit in darkness out of the prison house. I am the Lord, that is my name, and my glory will I not give to another, neither my praise to graven images. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them.
Cain and Abel were the first two children that were born. Cain is the child of the devil. Abel means breath. Cain and Abel together make the word cannibal. It's inside of you. The whole system, the cannibalistic system, is within you and within me. I am my own worst enemy. One side kills the other. This is St. Peter's Basilica. It has an obelisk in the middle, the same as the one in Washington, which intersects two sets, making the all-seeing eye. This is all black cobblestone, and the street going this way is black cobblestone. St. Peter's Basilica is in the shape of a keyhole. The Vatican itself is an upside-down cross. They have hidden the key to knowledge. Here are the scriptures. Woe unto you, Pharisees, and you teachers of the law, for you have hidden the key to knowledge. You don't enter the kingdom yourself, and you stop others from entering. Your damnation shall be the worst. The other day the Lord told me to look at it, Jonathan. Look at the eyes. There's eyes on it. See the eyes right here and here? The Lord told me to come in at a different angle. You'll see it. I came in at a different angle. There's the head of a serpent. There's the eye. There's the eye. There's the hole in the mouth where the tongue comes out. Underneath this on the ground is a sidewalk that is in the shape of a forked tongue. We'll show it to you in a minute. Here is the crown of the serpent right here. Eye of the serpent, eye of the serpent. That's where the tongue comes out. The word basilica means abode of the serpent or the basilisk. The word basilisk means serpent that kills with its breath. The Catholic Church is the serpent that kills with its breath. There's a bigger view of it. Here's the serpent wearing the crown. It is pregnant. There's its tail going down, and its tail joins into the river, which goes into a meandering river, just like a big serpent parking himself right there in Rome, claiming to be the true church of Jesus Christ. Well, let's have a look. This is also, besides being the pregnancy of the serpent, it is a keyhole, and it also makes the all-seeing eye, and it also matches the keyhole on the back of a cobra. I want to show you something. This is a king cobra. Those are the scales of a serpent. Those are the cobblestones in St. Peter's Basilica. The cobblestones at the abode of the serpent match the scales of a king cobra. There is the circle, the keyhole on the back of the cobra. There is the keyhole on the basilica. The entire thing is a keyhole. That's the center, and there's that on the back of the serpent. Here is a curled up, I believe it's a black cobra. Here is the stairway in the Sistine Chapel. It is a curled up serpent, and these lines right here represent DNA. This is just unbelievable stuff, guys. This is absolutely the exposed truth. The truth is out. The Bible is wide open now. If you apply the half and half paradigm to everything in the Bible, it'll all make sense. Look at the Temple of Solomon, the pillars of Solomon, each 23 cubits, 23 in one DNA, 23 in the other. Remember the Twin Towers I kept telling you? Bush read Psalm 23. The Twin Towers were destroyed. The twins, 23 and 23, they were destroyed. President Obama read Psalm 46, the restored temple, 46. The One World Freedom Tower is a representation that Satan is saying, I've rebuilt the temple, and guess who he rebuilt it in? Barack Obama. He's the rebuilt host body for Satan. That's all there is to it, man. It's simple. At ground zero, which is the representation of the two host bodies, that they've been destroyed, and now one host body is going to host, Satan. That was the representation of it.
Be still and know that I am God.
When you look at this is St. Peter's Basilica. On one side you'll see priests all in black and all in white. They know one half is darkness, one half is light. If the eye be single, the whole body is full of light. Well, that's because your eye is double. And one eye needs to be changed for the whole body to be full of light. That means your eye has become single because you know who Jesus is. Now the whole Bible makes sense. Here is the mouth of the serpent. Here's the tongue that comes out and splits into a sidewalk, and you'll see from here to here the pattern changes, and this sidewalk goes nowhere. It dead ends, and it dead ends right there because it is a forked tongue coming out of the mouth of the serpent, which is the Vatican. There's a serpent's tongue. The entire world that's been built all around you manifests the spiritual world. That's what we've been showing you in these 260 videos that we've done. That's why all these logos are half and half, a right side up, upside down, mirror reflection. Now you know why. Satan's church, and you're in Satan's world. Okay, the mitochondria produces the breath of every cell. Don't forget, God breathed into Adam the breath of life, and man became a soul. This mitochondria is producing breath, in the form of energy, adrenaline triphosphate. As we go this way, these black lines get closer and closer and closer, and here they become very close because they become polarized. So these polarized lines manifest right here at one pole of the mitochondria. Okay, this will turn into the head of the Virgin. Okay. Also, these exact same lines, when it is turned upside down, this is the energy or the breath that is coming off the tongue of the sheep when the Virgin is turned upside down. Therefore, the breath or the soul or the spirit of the sheep is being appropriated to crown the Virgin, which is the other race of beings, which, by the way, is alien. And I will show you that in this next image. This is called the creature, and this is from Akhenaten. There is an alien inside Akhenaten. When you turn Akhenaten upside down, it produces the creature. He's wearing a red turban. Here's his eye, his nose, and his mouth is agape, wide open right there. And he has a tongue like a serpent, and it is coming out right into the nose of the upside down child, which is also a dead sheep. There is a dead sheep in the head of the child, and there is a reptile growing. This is a reptile egg. It is a reptile inside the egg, and it is a dead sheep. So this creature is appropriating the breath of the sheep because the sheep is dying, just like the Virgin, and the reptile is getting its life from the breath of the sheep that has died. They're one and the same. The Catholic Church is the home of Satan. It is the home of the alien invasion of planet Earth. Those that try and hide their plans, they turn everything upside down. One more quick comment. This entire hieroglyph, there are serpents eating the children. There is DNA transcription going on in this hieroglyph. And this entire hieroglyph has to do with serpents eating their own children. The Vatican itself is built on St. Peter's Basilica. Basilica means abode of the basilisk. A basilisk is a serpent. Basilica means royal abode of the serpent. Royal abode of the serpent that wears a crown. St. Peter's Basilica is the home of the devil. End of story. I believe this will conclude the word the Lord gave me when He told me He would use me to solve the riddle of ages. There it is.
Revelation 12. And behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his heads. And his tail drew the 3rd part of the stars of heaven, and did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born. And she brought forth a man-child, who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron. And her child was caught up unto God and to his throne. And the woman fled into the wilderness, where she hath a place prepared of God, that they should feed her there 1,260 days. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon. And the dragon fought and his angels, and prevailed not. Neither was their place found any more in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, Now is come salvation and strength, and the kingdom of our God and the power of his Christ. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God day and night. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb, and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto the death. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.